Guys, look, only the outside got fertilized. The inside did not get fertilized. I still got a lot of seeds, but the whole middle, I had one busy bee that came to my yard, walked around in a circle, didn't walk in the middle, and so I don't have a full head of seed like I would like. And I'm trying to show you what kind of seed they are. I don't see much striping on them. I think I see a little bit. I wonder what seed I have that has striping like that. I planted different ones to see what I would like in containers. Hopi is still my favorite. Hopi black dye is my favorite for containers. These are nice, but okay, this one's drying out good. Look at that. It's all about the food, guys. It's all about the food. Can you see it? This one, I see the seeds are still getting bigger. So I guess I need to water the plant because the seed head is filling out more. Yeah. Seed head's filling out more on this one. And the seed head is, from the last time we looked at it, you see how it's rounding like a dome. Pretty good there. Let me see if I can see wherever it's not pollinated, you don't get any food. And these look like the old barnyard sunflowers that everybody used to grow and eat. And at least in California. Put these on the side of the barn, they can grow up. Sometimes they grow up like 20 foot tall, on the side of the barn because they're stretching for the light. And the heads get, as you can see, even in a container. This is growing in a container. This is not my longest sunflower. It's growing in this container here as a happy contender with everybody else. And she's fine. Yep. So let me show you silver leaf. This is my sunflower that brings the joy to the garden. And I was trying to get the pollinators to come to my garden and give me food. Well, it worked too well. They came to my garden. That part worked out. I have a ton of bees. I have a ton of pollinators. Let me show you. See that? Ton of pollinators. It took summer rain, though. We haven't had summer rain in 89 years. We had summer rain. We had a hurricane, and then we had summer rain one other day, just fell. Then we had a deep mist. And that's how I got my 10-foot tall silver leaf sunflower plant that is abuzz with all kinds of life, peeking over the wall, bringing joy to the hikers in the neighborhood. She's doing great things, that is for sure. What she didn't do was cause the pollinators to leave her and go try to do the garden and say, oh, there's something else I can pollinate. No, these pollinators get full off of this highly festooned silverleaf sunflower plant, and that's as far as they go, so I have 3 sunflower plants here. One is 10 foot tall. That one right there looks like it's reaching the 8-foot mark. I'm hopeful that these will bloom all fall. If you live in an area with normal waterfall, not a semi-desert like me, this plant can be invasive. I mean, like, you see these branches down here? My lone squirrel tried to climb this plant and bent a leaf under the weight of her body. these are the flowers that are now reaching up from that leaf. You see how they've turned to come up? So, and there are more down there growing. I meant to cut it, but something said to me, yeah, leave it. Maybe it'll flower down there. Boy, did it ever. So now there's lower flowers, and I haven't been deadheading my sage, so it's not blooming anymore because I quit deadheading it. But my blue sage just started blooming, and my angelonia is still blooming for the fall, along with a few zinnias. So, but the star of the show is, of course, this huge sunflower plant, which I am thoroughly enjoying, and underneath it is my pomegranate tree, which other people use boxwoods. Because my area is so we don't have that much water, I use pomegranates. It's a struggle. They don't really look like boxwoods, but they're drought tolerant. If I don't water them, they don't die. They lose their leaves in the winter time, so I can plant my summer crops without them being in the way. In my opinion, that's a good thing. I eat chicory leaves. These are chicory leaves. Why do I eat chicory leaves? Because they're drought tolerant. I have to cover them. You see, that's not chicory. That is a plant that I grew to cover these, because if you don't cover them, they are very bitter all summer. Basically, I'm eating dandelions. Drought tolerant dandelions. Both sunflower and chicory are in the dandelion family. So that's what I can grow. That's what I can eat. It tastes like a kind of strong, this one is better tasting than dandelions. Tastes like a kind of strong cauliflower green, but sweeter, and it seems like it's more nutritious. So let's keep her going and see what we got else going on here. My Iranian pumpkin is deciding it wants to cross the street. So in order for it to do that successfully, I will have to put dirt on it so that the canes root and I still keep my pathway. So, if y'all want to chip in and help me buy dirt, I'm going to need a lot of it. Yeah, the dirt is necessary. Over there, my other pumpkins are branching out and finding their way. I will eat these leaves, so you won't get to see a garden full of pumpkin leaves. This is my food. These are sweet. These are the best tasting leaves, and I will eat them. So that's why my leaves are only so much at a time, because I gotta eat, guys. And these are the green vegetables I can grow in my arid climate successfully, as you can see. I captured my rainwater and watered these plants for 3 weeks, and that's how I got this lush growth. Now I got to go to store-bought fertilizers and dirt, because I wasn't that good at growing dirt. I got to get better at composting. That's my compost bin, and well, that's my compost in place where when I do all my I have to keep these trees all trimmed and trim everything back. I enjoy that. And I put it all there in hopes of getting compost. And I got a place for my lizards to live. Everything happens for a reason. But yeah, because the lizards are my pest control. Yeah, that's my pest control. That's for another video. But they run around. See them? They run around eating all the bugs that want to eat my food. They enjoy every bug that want to eat my food. I have no other pest control. And this is an old papaya tree. Papaya trees don't last that long. So, but plants become home for critters. So, And right next to it, those are my new papaya trees growing. I bought them from Rare Seed, so that's why they're like that. You can grow them in a year if you want to, but I didn't. They'll go until they get to fruiting size. I don't even know what kind they are, but they're plants. They're not trees, actually. So they grow a few years and die. And now, like I said, the branches have become home for the lizards. So they sit there on patrol. They see any bugs, they go out and eat them. And then they run back in here for protection. So, as we are starting to see. Something fell. He's like, what is that? Let me check it out. Is it safe? Is it food? Yeah. But you can see my pumpkins and my winter cucumbers, which are African jelly melon. That's the African jelly melon there starting to get going. Got to check my blackberries in the back there. And growing up, that vine there is bitter melon. We'll see how long the bitter melon grows in the fall. I was late getting that one started. I think I'm rambling, but there's some sage that I haven't been deadheading that's still growing. That's misty, and that's red sage. I have a white sage in there, but I gotta find another white sage. That white sage is not really able to compete. And this is another pomegranate, which I am going to cut back. It's gonna lose its leaves anyway, so I'll cut it half size, shape it up, and I'll grow my sweet peas on it. I'll use it as a vine for my sweet peas in the winter time. And when the leaves come back, they will have to share the space with my flowers. That's the plan. We'll see what happens. God bless you, and thanks for hanging out with me.